The CFFDRS Fire Behavior Prediction, or FBP system, provides a simple, straightforward method for estimating expected fire behavior. This presentation will introduce you to the FBP Fire Behavior Assessment process found in the reference field guide and encourage you to use it every day. One of the 10 standard fire orders says base all actions on current and expected behavior of the fire. How do you do that? Well, using the Canadian Forest Fire Danger Rating System's Fire Behavior Prediction System tools, you should acquire information about today in the morning, add information about your fire situation, its time and place when you know it, estimate expected fire behavior, its spread rate, flame lengths, and fire type, compare your results to recent situations, and then communicate and document your expectations. This poster, or one like it, is available for download and display in your fire hall. It details the complexity of information required, but highlights how much of the information is gathered as part of your regular duties before the peak burn period begins earlier in the morning. How do you meet the expectations of the fire order? Consider these two references for your thought process and action items. The IRPG briefing checklist provides an outline of situation factors to include in your briefing. And the FBAN 4As point out what you need to do. Acquire information, analyze the situation, apply your conclusions, and archive or document what you decided. You'll turn them into a repeatable process that can keep you from missing important information. Again, you're encouraged to keep the Fire Behavior Assessment worksheet handy to reinforce the entire process. Note your daily situation assessment at the top. Identify the time and place of your local situation. Localize the basic inputs of FFMC, fuel type, season severity or BUI, and local ISI for your fire situation. With that, you can estimate, adjust, and interpret your expected fire behavior. And finally, you can evaluate the fire growth, the size of the fire, and the shape it will take for operational considerations. The local conditions you expect are an important part of the story. Taking note as you complete your assessment will provide you a useful reference when you give your briefing. Acquiring information about today and how it differs from yesterday is something that every experienced firefighter does as they begin each workday or fire assignment. Begin in the morning, gathering weather forecasts, nearby FWI codes and indices from yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and any pocket card information that will help you interpret how dry the season is becoming. When you get your assignment, become more familiar with the specifics of the fire location. Check out any information from the incident, collect maps and photo imagery that can help you interpret fuels and terrain ahead of the fire, and get a briefing from fireline personnel. Check out situation reports from neighboring fires, but really get a feel for how fires burned yesterday so that it can help you interpret what you expect today. Do you know what the forecast is and which forecast is best for your situation? Get a spot forecast if it's available, but certainly use the fire weather planning forecast for your fire area if it's not. Past, current, and forecast FWI codes and indices will be an important reference in your briefings and throughout the burn period. Local pocket card information can help you with interpretations for your briefings. And along with the forecast, these photos and maps will keep you grounded on the fire line each day. Ensure that you get and give objective fire behavior information for your fire. This will help you interpret and estimate expected fire behavior. Again, you're encouraged to keep the fire assessment worksheet handy to reinforce the entire process. You'll identify the time and place for your local situation. You'll localize the basic fire inputs, the FFMC, the fuel type, season severity, and local ISI for your fire situation. It's difficult focusing on what's ahead of you, but photos and maps with current fire perimeters can help you see what and where your fire is likely to burn. Turn the weather forecast into expected wind speeds and directions for your fire situation. Make sure that the forecasted FFMC and BUI are right for your fire area, and then combine your expectations for wind and fuel moisture into the ISI you expect for today and tomorrow. Ultimately, you will use this information to estimate, adjust, and interpret the expected fire behavior. As you see on the worksheet here, the local conditions and expected changes you produce are an important part of the story. Taking notes as you complete your assessment will provide a useful reference when you give your briefing. With the inputs from your local situation, you can estimate expected fire behavior for the fuel types that concern you. Notice on this fire behavior reference that you can estimate spread rates, you can estimate flame lengths, and you can estimate the possibility of crown fire or extreme fire behavior. Remember, you're expected to base all actions on current and expected behavior of the fire. You'll acquire information about today in the morning. You'll add information about your local fire situation as you know it. You should estimate expected fire behavior, the spread rates, flame lengths, and type of fire you anticipate. You'll compare those results to recent situations so that you can better interpret what you expect. And finally, you'll communicate this information and document your expectations and how they influenced your decisions. Now that you've completed this introduction, go on to presentations that detail each part of the FBP Fire Behavior Assessment process. Thank you.